Hello and welcome to this week's table editor update. I just want to start off by saying this is going to be a big one. So first of all, I want to mention that I have a ton of bug fixes and minor changes. I'm not going to break them all down. I'm just going to let you know that there are patch notes on all of those, so be sure to check out the patch notes. Next up, I'm going to show you how you can attach LEDs to missions or trials. So first of all, you have to assign a mechanic for the part of the mission that you're dealing with. So we're going to say the bumpers. So we've got 2 bumpers. Okay, perfect. Now you can select the number of times that the bumpers need to be hit to complete that part of the trial. You can associate an LED with each object in the in the trial. So for this, if you want a LED tied to the bumper there, you can just click on that and you can see they turn black, and now it's moved on to the next bumper and you tie a LED with that one as well. So boom. And then all you can do with bumpers is just adjust the number of times that you need to hit them. It's the same thing with spinners and holes. Okay, so next up we're going to do something a little bit more interesting. So we're going to do drop targets. Now keep in mind, drop targets and all targets, drop targets, stationary targets, bunnies, steering wheels, rollovers, they're all going to be handled pretty much the same way. So we're going to assign a mechanic for part 1. We're going to assign the 2 drop targets. So keep in mind that's the order that they're going to be in the trial. So now we're going to attach LEDs. So this one went black, so it's indicating we need an LED for this drop target. So I'm going to click on this LED. Now you can see they're tied together. Now it's gone on to the next one in the order, which was this one. So it's looking for a new LED. So I'm going to click on this LED. Boom. Now that we've assigned 2 LEDs, we can move on to the next part. So we can pick the type of mission. We can make it a repeatable hit on the drop target. So that means you just hit the number of times, and then that's how many times you need to hit it in order to get that reward. So or complete the mission or trial. So number of times is 8. So we'll have to do it 8 times. Now we're going to play it. Just for testing purposes, I've assigned a little debug here so that I can just do this and test. And bear in mind, this is something that you can do as well. So yeah, you see, you hit it 8 times, boom, beat the mission. And I'm going to instead make it no order. Now, you can see that the number of times thing has disappeared. So what happens now is you have to hit each mechanic once. And it doesn't matter the order that you hit them in. You can see the 2 LEDs are on. They're attached to the mission. And I'm going to just do a test. See that LED shut off. And the drop target's not coming back up. And now we also have to hit this one. Boom. Did both. Completed the trial. Last but not least, you can do ordered. So it matters which order you have to hit them in. And again, we're going to just do a quick little test. Okay, for ordered, you have to hit them in a sequential order. You can see one target's up and the other target's down. This is by default, so we're going to hit this one. Boom. The other one pops up. Boom. Hit. Now we've hit both and we've completed the trial, you can see. So yeah, it's going to toggle between the 2. And once you hit each one once, you complete the trial. Next thing I want to show off is there's going to be an LED preview before the game, a little animation that plays. These are automatically generated that I've created. So we're going to assign mechanics to a new trial. We're going to make it the bumpers for part 1. Boom. We're going to assign the LEDs to the bumpers. Then we're going to make this a 2-part mission. So let's assign a mechanic to the second part. It's going to be target. And we'll attach an LED to the target. Perfect. And then here, this is going to be the, oh, this is a bug. I'll fix this. There's supposed to be text here, but you can set the time between the flashes. So let's set it to really fast. 0.05. Oh, whoops. That didn't go through. There we go. And then the number of times that the flashes play. So let's do 20 times. Perfect. Now we're going to go and make another trial, and it's going to be with these ones. We're going to assign the mechanics. Perfect. LEDs for those. Perfect. We're going to make it a two-part again. We're going to assign the spinner, LED for the spinner, and then we're going to say it's going to be a long delay. It's going to be 1.5 seconds, 1.5. Actually, let's just do 2. Just a bit longer, you can see it. And then it's only going to flash 6 times. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to save this. Okay, and then when you're in the main menu, you can go to your custom tables. You can see that it's going to have a little preview of all your tables that you've saved here. So this is the one that I just saved, and we're going to click play. Okay, so here we are. You can see that there are custom LED animations. These ones flash very rapidly, the ones at the top here as set by the trials, and the one at the bottom, the trial number 2, it only flashes 6 times and they are much slower, and that is going to be played whenever you load this custom table. Couple last things I just want to point out. If you're playing on a table that has a bunch of toys on it or something, when you complete a trial, it'll grab toys at random and play the animations from the toys, from all the available toys that are currently on the table, so you can't actually assign any manually. That's just done for simplicity's sake at this point. I'm not sure if that's going to be something that I can make you manually do in the future, but yeah, that is something that's in there. When you're making a new trial, there's no LED options until you've actually assigned mechanics. So you can see that the assign LED button is not there yet. So once you add a mechanic, then it'll allow you to add the LEDs for those mechanics. Hopefully this really opens up a lot of new options for you and lets you create your trials and make them a lot more complicated than they used to be. And next up, just refine things, bug fixes, etc. Let me know if you encounter any issues or if there's other things that you want to add. I do have a couple things that I'm looking into, and I need to really update the documentation to account for all this new stuff as well. So I'm going to be updating the documentation, and yeah, I hope to see you next time.